So in this session, we're gonna see in the Linux how we can use the command to change the directory and list the content of a directory. So we start with the ls command. So ls command stands for the list directory content. So it lists the content of the your present directory. So when I hit the ls, so in my present directory, it show me the how many folders I have and how many files I have. So blue ones are the folders and the white one are the files. So ls command actually listing the all the content of my present directory. When I use, if I want to see the more detail about this file and folder, that like what is the permission of, what is the types of the file, what is the permission in this file, who is the owner of this file, who is the, what is in which group this file is belong, and size of the file, what is the date and time of the last modification of these files and the folders. So see all the details of this particular files and folders, we have the command ls-l. Here L stands for the long listing. So when I do hyphen L, that means long listing. So it is showing me all the details of the files and the folders in my current directory. So the first letter is denote that what is the type of the file. So here it is showing that it is L. That means it is a link file. So it is a link. It's not a directory. It's actually linked with the another directory. And when I say hyphen, it is a just D. So this is denoting that this is the directories. And when I do not have any letter first and just have a dash, so it is showing me that it is a normal file. So in the present it is a text file, so maybe some other file as well, but it is a normal file, not a directory, not a link file. So these are the directories. So we can see that first letter is the D, and these are the permissions. What are the permissions we have in this particular file? Number of the links, who is the owner of this file, in which group this file is belong, and these are the size of the file. So these size are in the bit right now, and what is the last date and time of the modification of this file. So here we can see that it is the size, but it is not the human readable form because these size are shown denoted into the bytes. So if I want to be see the size of this particular file into the human readable form, let's say in kbs, in mbs or gb, so we have the command for that, ls-l, l for the long listing, and hyphen h. H is denoted for the human readable form, readable size. So when I do hyphen h, now it long list all the file but with the size which is human readable. So here is the 4K 2.7K, here 14, this is the byte. So this is just a small file, the 14 bytes, so it's showing me the bytes. And then what is the size of the file, it's showing me the size. So I can also do not need to be write the two hyphen, I just write ls hyphen l, and then h is also has the hyphen, so I can group the hyphens, all the hyphen argument commands into the one ls hyphen lh. So it will also give me the same output. And in the real scenarios, in the real servers, we have the .env file as well, and .ssh file and folders as well. So let's say I want to see the uh, all the hidden file and the folders inside my current directories. So right now when I do the ls, it will not showing me the hidden files and the folder, but if I do ls hyphen a, it will now show me the hidden files and the folder as well. Here I have the .aws.azure, .bash history, .bash logout. So these all are the hidden files and the folders, .cache, .docker. So if you want to see the hidden files and folder, you have to use the command ls-a. And let's say you want to short the file from the on the basis of the time. So whatever the file is newest updated, you want to see those file first, because sometime when you are going to check the logs, mostly in the server we are using storing the logs into the slash var slash log folder. So right now I do not have the log in this form, this part. It is a var and log. So how we can do that? So we have the command for that, ls hyphen lt. So what it will do? It will short all the files which is newly updated first, and then the last updated one. So I see the file which is just updated, newest updated, and then after that. So what it actually helpful whenever you want to be inside the var log, you want to see the what is the log which is newly updated, newly created. So what you can do, ls hyphen lt and your var or your log folder path. So mostly in the general uh, servers, mostly the logs are stored into the slash var slash logs. So I just you just type the command and then the path of this particular folder. Then you can list all the logs which are newly created. And let's say you want to be reverse this thing, you want to see the files which are not newly created, which is oldest created. So how you can do that? ls hyphen lt, and there is a command which is r. Actually what is doing, it reverse the whatever the output of the what is the output of the command ls hyphen lt. So it reverses the order of that. So when I do r, it reverses the order, and you can see that the file which is oldest updated, it will seen into the first, and the newly updated, it will be seen into the bottom. And then there is one more command, ls hyphen capital S. So what it will do, it will sort all the files according to their size. So when I do that, so you can see that file 2 now seen first. If I do normal ls, so it will give me some other output, current docker, then file 1, file 2, this one. But if I do ls hyphen capital S, so it will sort the file from the biggest size file will be appear will be the first. So let's say we do it into the long listing formatting L, or let's say H as well, so we can see the size of the file into the human readable form, and then capital S. So we can see that the file 2 is the biggest size, which is 13 KB, and it will appear first, and then the whatever the assign, this is going to be descending order from biggest to the lowest one. If you want to be reverse the order of this particular command, you can just use the R at the end of this command. It will reverse the order. Now you can see that the biggest file will appear at the last, and the lowest file will appear at the first. So, and now there is a one more command which is very useful into the real scenarios. Let's say in this server you did the git clone, or you want to see the docker volume. Inside the docker volume, you want to see the folders and the subfolders of that particular volume. Inside that volume, you want to see that what are the stored in this particular folder. So there is a command, ls hyphen capital R. So what it will do, it actually doing the recursive listing. It will list all the files and the subfolders until it found the empty file or empty folders. So it will do the recursive listing. So let's see that. When I do ls hyphen capital R, so first of all it will show me what is the current file and directory in my current folder. So these are file and the directories inside my current folder. Then it will go the recursive listing. So it go inside the docker folder. This is a docker folder in my current directory. So it's go inside the docker. It found that a volume name folder also inside the docker. Now it is going inside the docker and the volume, and volume is empty, so it's showing me no folder is there and it is empty. Now here it will be stopped. Now it's going to the folder, and it found inside the folder we have the file testfile.txt. So folder is listed here, but it go inside the folder and see that inside the folder we have the test file.txt. And then it go to the folder 1. Inside the folder 1 we have the another folder that is name folder, and inside that there is a no folder, no file, so it will be empty, so it will be stop here. Now the folder 2 and folder 3, they both are empty, so it will show me that no data, no file listing inside the folder 2 and folder 3. So this is very useful command into the real scenario whenever you want to troubleshoot or want to see that properly you git clone all the files and subfolders or not. You do not need to be one by one go inside the folder, then check, okay, how many file inside my this folder or folder 1. You just type ls hyphen r capital R, and you will list all the file, folder and subfolder in just one command. And let's say one interview, mostly in the interview there's a command which mostly people ask, like that you write the ls command in a such a way that it will list the directory only, not the file. So if I type the command ls, it will now give me the folders, directories, and the file as well. But if you only want to be get the output of the directories, so how you can do that? There is a command ls hyphen d and star and slash. So what ls is doing here, ls here is list the files, and hyphen d is it's denote that do not go inside the directories. You do not need to go inside the directories, you have to give me the directories name. And star slash, what this mean, that any folder name start with anything, but any file which is ended with the slash. In the linux, if any name is ended with the slash, that's denote the directory or folder. So any combination above that, but if anything is ended with the slash, that means this is the directory, and show me all the directories. If I enter it, so it will give me the directories. Now it will not give me the name of the files. So these are the major useful command in the ls. If you want to see the all the other options or commands available into the ls, you can go into the man page of the ls, type man and then the command name, which is ls. If I enter, so you can see the multiple options, but the mostly useful options, the in the real scenarios, are useful every day, so I will give you those. And if you want to be go explore mode, you can play with that. You can go with ignore the pattern, kb bytes, and you can use them, and you can just go and explore yourself. These are not that much useful, but if you want to do that, you can go to the man page and explore these options. uh, let's say now just go to the, let's learn how we can change the directory into the linux. So let's clear the terminal. So once we clear the terminal, so there is a command, change directory cd. What does the cd do? Actually, it is changing your current directory. If you want to be go one directory above, or you go to the some other directory, or go back to the previous directory, you can do with the cd command. Let's say first we check where we are right now. So checking your current working directory, there is a command pwd. I already made a video in my channel regarding the pwd command. I explained the detailed advanced option for this particular command as well, and the it's used into the real world scenario as well. You can go through and check that video as well. So let's continue with the cd command. Let's enter the pwd. So my current working directory is slash home slash shivam. And let's do the ls. So inside the shivam, we have the multiple folder, docker folder, folder one. Let's say I want to go to the folder one. Let's go. When I see folder one, if I hit enter, now I'm inside the folder one. Let's do the pwd. So now I'm inside the slash home slash shivam slash folder one. So what cd do? Cd actually change your directory from current directory to one directory above, which is the folder one. If I go to the folder as well, because inside the folder we have the one more folder, that is the name of the folder, that's a cd folder. Now I'm inside the folder one and then the folder. Let's do pwd. Now my path is changed. Now I'm home, inside the home slash shivam slash folder one slash folder. Let's say you want to be go back to the previous directory, that is the folder one. So how we can do that? Cd that double dot. If I click that, it will give me back to the my previous directory. What it will denote? cd, and one dot is denote the present directory. If I do the cd dot, just single dot, I'm now currently into my present directory. There's a no change. Let's say, let's do it again. Let's pwd. Now I'm into the same directory, because single dot denote the present directory. If I do cd and then one, then it is denoting that I'm going previous back to the previous directory. Hit enter, I'm going to the now previous directory. Now I'm into the slash home slash shivam. I'm come back from folder one to shivam. So that's how you can go back from one directory to another directory. And if you let's say want to be go some other directory as well, you can give the absolute path as well, or you can give the directory name which is present right now. So I either way I want to go inside the folder one. How I can go? So folder one is into my current directory, so I just only type cd is equal to folder one and go inside the folder one. Or how I can do that? If I want to go with the absolute path, I can type slash cd slash home slash shivam slash folder one. I can give the absolute path as well, or I can give the if it is present into my current directory, I just give the name of that rather than absolute path. So both way we can do that. So I think that's all for the today class. We learn about the ls command, how we can list the content of the file in the different ways, and how we can use the multiple combination of ls command, and how we can use the cd command for changing the directory in our linux system. Thank you. Keep watching.